High School DxD Episode 4. As we're just healing after the events of last episode, we dive right back in. After Ize actually heals up, he wants to try and save Iza, and it just so happens that the two end up running into each other. Which we can mark this the start of their friendship. They have a really nice day together, spending good quality time. Through this, we also get to know Asia's backstory. As a child, she was given up to the church, and eventually she learned that she could heal things, and the church would use this. Eventually, we get to know how she became a fallen angel. She actually helped a demon, and she was rejected by the church, and that's where she was taken in by the fallen angels. The next thing we get to, so while Asia and Ize are hanging out, in the middle they are cut off very shortly by another fallen angel, and this is going to be Ize's ex. Things got kind of brought up, and we get to learn that his dragon hand sacred gear is actually this device that can double his power, which is heavily laughed about since this is apparently a very common one. As far as Asia's, though, we get to learn this is a rarer one that's called Twilight Healing. Now, going back to the counter, nothing happens here. We get to see the pair actually escape, and Easy kind of gets a hint there's some sort of ritual going down. At that point, Easy is fueled. He wants to try and help Asia at all costs. He goes back to the club, he gets slapped. They already know that he was hanging out with the girl. But a big part of all this, he kind of asks some questions. He's like, I'm gonna go out there, it doesn't matter, I'm only a pawn. And he finds out that his pawn piece can actually be any piece on the board. Apparently, there's this thing called promotion, and it can kind of overtake anything on the enemy board. That I was just trying to get some understanding, but yeah, I'm hoping as the series continues that I'll start to understand that a little more. Okay, so here we are, we're getting close to the ending. Ize wants to go out. At first, we're thinking, oh man, he's gonna get stopped by Kiba, but he ends up going along with him as well as Kaneko. They get to the church to try and stop this ritual. They encounter the same priest, and man, that guy is just there's something funny about him. He's just a silly type of guy, but very mad, man. And yeah, it was like a little tiny battle. He disappears. He does like some sort of flash grenade, and they end up going to the basement. And that's where we get to the ending. Asia is on a cross mid ritual, and what they are doing, we get revealed, is they're trying to take her power, the Twilight Healing, which they end up do so. And we find out that once they do this, the user dies. A really unfortunate cliffhanger here. With all that, I rate this episode an 8.6. Oh my goodness, I don't even know what I'm doing. But honestly, it was a pretty good episode, and that cliffhanger was pretty awesome. I want to know what you guys' thoughts are on High School DxD Episode 4. Hope you guys stay safe, and until next time, peace out, guys.